Welcome to Easy Access Math. I'm Kurtz, and I'm here to do a lesson on literal equations. Now, a literal equation is just like any linear equation, except you're not going to get a single number answer when you're solving for x. Instead, what you're doing is you're moving letters around, away from the letter that you're looking to solve for. That letter must be alone. So basically, you're doing all the rules of algebra. Dividing to undo multiplication, subtracting to undo addition, to get the letter you're solving for alone. You're not going to get a single number answer here. Instead, you're going to get a pattern of the other letters and numbers because we have more than one letter in a literal equation. So let's take a look here. We have 3w equals 5pq plus 7rs. Now, always look for what you're solving for. Here, the question would be solve for p. So this letter, the p, is what you want to get alone eventually. And I'm going to undo everything else. The first thing I'm going to do is undo addition or subtraction. Remember, when you're undoing, it's kind of like the opposite of that order of operations. So we attack addition or subtraction first. So I have the plus 7rs. I'll get rid of that on this side of the equal sign, the side where the p is now. And I'll also take that away from the other side. So this cancels, and I have 3w minus 7rs equals, now I can't really subtract w and rs, so I just put them side by side. That's correct. 5pq. Okay, so already I'm closer to getting that p by itself. What's stopping it is the 5 and the q, and they're directly attached to that p, and that means multiplication. So what I have to do to both sides is divide the 5 and the q so that the p is there alone. The 5 and the q divide out from both sides. And at this point, that would cancel. The p is all by itself on that side of the equal sign. When that happens, whatever I had on the other side, there it is. That's my answer. The 3w minus 7rs over 5q. And that's how you solve literal equations. Now, when you're dividing, be sure you divide sign and all. In this case, there was no sign, so that was positive. Had there been a negative there, you want to be sure to divide by the negative as well as the number and letter. But here, I didn't have to worry. It was dividing by a positive. And there you have it. There's your answer. Whatever's on the other side when you get the letter you're looking for by itself is your answer. It doesn't look like an answer, but because you had more than one letter, that is your answer. It's not a specific answer. It's not a solid number, but it is the answer to a literal equation. And that's how you do literal equations.